Contrail or Chemtrail?
Hi, this is John in Los Angeles. It's December 20th. Look at this, two of them. December 20th, 2019, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm in Long Beach. Look at this guy. Look at these two fart knockers. Okay, one guy stopped spraying. Look at this. They're playing a joke here, guys. They're having fun with this. Look at him. Guy down below. There he goes. But when they shut it off and on like that, guys, you can't do that with Contrail, so don't go buying into that. Oh, great. Street full. Perfect. Look at these clowns.
Nice view from here.
Not what I'm looking at. It's not a nice view.
Oh, no. What are you looking at?
Hold on. Some guy's asking me what I'm doing here.
Oh, an airplane?
Yeah, it's not good.
Why?
Because they're spraying stuff.
Spraying stuff?
Yes, they're spraying chemicals. Absolutely they are. This whole sky is filled with it. That's all, everything you see up there is them.
Smoke? Smoke from engines?
Yes, it's all turning into this that you're looking at right there. It's bad.
So it's not clouds?
No, not one bit. I promise you.
Smoke from the engines?
They're intentionally spraying this stuff over us. Yeah, they're doing it all over the world too. And they're getting away with it. And that's why I'm here. I'm sick of it. Yeah, okay.
There?
Yeah, it's fine. I got it to idle. We'll be fine.
Charlie Fox Whiskey Tango Fox, traffic view at 1 o'clock in 10 miles southwestbound 1000 feet below regional jet.
The other one, I don't know which direction is heading. This guy's going to cross right in front of us.
29 or a little bit lower than 30, 33 here for
Yeah, it's going to be pretty close.
get us out of the cloud cover here.
It's cool.
Back up here in about 2.5 minutes.
He'll probably tell me about this guy.
All right, we're hustling down to 36. We'll
I got a beautiful shot. He's really close right now.
Yeah.
There's his contrail.
Can't tell what headline it is.
Like, I see our shadow and our contrail shadow. That's cool. Seems weird to me that ATT hasn't been mentioning some of these. Like, that seemed pretty damn close. Like, I could practically see the colors of that one.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, send a maintain level 320, be level in 3 minutes or less.
320, 3 minutes or less. Whiskey Tango Fox.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, contact Cleveland 118.62.
1862. Whiskey Tango Fox.
Contrail or Chemtrail? It might not always be easy to tell, but one thing is for sure, that aviation pollution is something that needs to be reckoned with either way. And the silence on it isn't justified, considering contrails don't form on pixie dust, darling. Plus, we have evidence that is incongruent with the persistent contrail jet cirrus theory. We're seeing one plane spray or form a contrail while the other doesn't. And we know they have dehydration effects. They suck up the moisture that is there, and they form jet cirrus, which blocks the heat from escaping the Earth. Now, the most prominent greenhouse gas on Earth is not CO2, it's not methane, but it's water vapor, by far the most abundant. And NASA states in their document the importance of understanding clouds, that even small changes in the abundance or location of clouds could change the climate more than the anticipated changes caused by greenhouse gases, human-produced aerosols, or other factors associated with global change. We know airplane contrails are worse than CO2 emissions for global warming. We've studied this. We know that aerosols are leading to a significant portion of the Arctic warming. And if we don't address the aerosol problem, we're not going to do anything with the Arctic warming. Again, thank you, NASA. We know that they want to deliberately alter the Earth's energy budget, exploring nuances and consequences, and that airplane contrails create accidental geoengineering. Of course, if geoengineering is accidental, then it's not considered geoengineering, because it's a linguistic game. Yet, the reality is that clouds, like blankets, trap heat and are melting the Greenland ice sheet. Jet cirrus is clouds that exist that wouldn't have otherwise. And anyways, geoengineering is not the solution, because hacking the climate is not a solution, it's the problem. The end result is the same, deliberate or accidental, but the intentions are stated throughout history. Chemtrails comes from the U.S. Air Force. That's another term we made up. It exists. And again, the condensation is taking place on a chemical increase of aluminum particles in the environment due to chemtrails during the period of autumn 2012 to summer 2015 within Lahore, Pakistan. This is a very top-notch university that puts out, educates the princes of the country and whatnot. We know contrails have weather effects. They're formed thanks to the formation of ice supersaturated regions, which allow the contrails to persist. But guess what? Contrails actually form ice supersaturated regions, therefore creating the conditions it needs to create the conditions it needs to make a geoengineered cloud. It's all in the designs. I mean, they can suppress aircraft vapor trails, so why don't they? They have the technology to control it. They don't because they want those contrails up there. I'm sorry. Chemtrails, contrails, geoengineering, not much of a difference. Environmentalists, where are you? Because besides the lines in the skies, we've got other signs showing betrayal. Electromagnetic frequency going back to Tesla. Thank you very much for your dream of wireless energy for the world, which is being delivered right now. We live in an electric universe. Weather is electric. Microwaves affect dipole molecules. Water is a dipole molecule. Microwaves affect water. Microwaves proliferate our landscape. We are seeing our weather interacting with our microwaves. This didn't just start yesterday. It's been going on for a while. When exactly this all started, we're trying to figure out, but the signature is there. Hurricanes being ripped off of one Doppler onto another, making 45-degree turns. I first discovered this during Irma, when I noticed the storm going into Doppler and correctly predicted that it would continue to move into Doppler radars, and that is exactly what it did. Air Force has told us they wanted to use weather as a force multiplier. Frequency abounds, and the evidence is everywhere. It's not just other countries that have this technology. We're the largest industrial military complex. We process the entirety of Tesla's life at the end of it, thanks to John G. Trump, Trump's favorite uncle, who said there was nothing that could be weaponized, and then went and worked with the military on developing radar while he then got the patents for non-weaponized microwave beam technology through MIT. There's other methods of infusing water vapor into the system, because it is a system. Inadvertent or deliberate, they took the inadvertent effects and they've made them deliberate. We have patents. We have years of radar evidence showing this. Outside of the patents, the evidence needs to be answered to. Radar. Climate changed. Climate engineering. What's it going to take to put that on the table? Greta? Greta, we don't want an agenda. We want true environmentalism. Because while we were trying to get your attention about chemtrails for a few years, the world was silent. Now the world is clamoring because the world is being ordered to clamor. But it doesn't know what it's clamoring for. It doesn't understand it's clamoring for its own death, its own depopulation. Agenda 21 coming down the pipeline in your neighborhood, because we don't want a truly resilient population. We can't sell you on the necessity of consolidating power, concentrating governments into the hands of fewer and fewer people, supposedly on the behalf of the people, but it's for a totalitarian controlled society. In the name of climate action, we're going to radiate the earth and everyone in it. That is not sustainable. That is United Nations sustainable. All the countries that have been sustainable are now unsustainable. All those that sign on board. And we're now seeing the microwaves proliferate our field, and we're seeing more and more hyper-localized weather effects. Our problems in the environment aren't just up in the sky. As above, so below. The sources for ultrafine particles are everywhere. And Greta, we're dying, holding our breath, waiting for you to bring up a simple thing called geoengineering. Because being silent on decades of climate intervention and then trying to push for climate intervention without mentioning the decades of climate intervention, that's not going to happen. That's just not going to work. So join us and come to the NOLA Butterflies YouTube channel, or find me on BitChute or across the web. Come learn the secret history of climate change and find out how we came to live in this world of hot water.
This is a unique little book covering a topic that is much overdue for teaching children about our environment. The title is Funny Clouds, A Chemtrail's Tale, written by Raphael O'Neill, illustrated by Sean Gautreaux, and printed by an Amazon company called Great Space. The story is about little Marie and her mom, who go outside to plant a tree. When they finish, little Marie looks up towards the sky to see strange clouds sprayed by jet aircraft. The story is told in rhyme and prose that can inform but also entertain a young reader. I recommend this book because it has an optimistic message without instilling fear. The story ends on a positive note about how responsible people will ultimately succeed in stopping chemtrails by spreading awareness and taking political action. This little book is a valuable tool for adults to educate their children on an extremely important environmental issue. Informed citizens know that chemtrails were described in House Resolution 2977 as an exotic weapon back in 2001. Concerned parents have a right to protect their children from dangerous chemical experiments in our sky.